what's up with the chosen ones, yo? Salute to all the real ones watching this video. I would like to appreciate you tapping in and hearing what your boy has to say, yo. You know, don't mind the visualization, the sun is emitting in a different optical way. So, if you really can't see me, that's even better because now you get to gravitate more towards the message, and what I have to talk about in this video, you know. But I hope y'all having a blessed day, man. And remember, the universe needs people like you because you are the most valuable thing in the universe, y'all. I'm telling you that you are one out of a million right now. The world, you may think that you're not doing enough, but you're doing exactly enough because you're increasing the vibration of the planet, family. Do you know what that means, y'all? You have to be a strong motherfucker to alone take on that mission because everybody in a world like this lives in hell. They love sinning. They love the world. They love if you want to say popularity, they love trends. They love, showing off, reflecting what they have, yo. But you must ask yourself, why do they like to do that? Because they were taught that by the world, family. They were programmed, yo. It's just like when a baby's being taught how to walk. These motherfuckers were taught how to live like garbage, So think about that, family. That shit is important because now you realize you're not like them. You're not of the world, yo. You're of heaven, and that's why you come down here to bring heaven back on earth, But only you can do it with your vibration alone. So what I wanted to talk about, y'all, is since we're in the summertime, y'all, these downloads that are hitting us, y'all, the chosen ones, most certainly, it's working in your favor. That's exactly why they don't want you outside, but you need to come outside, y'all, because you're not just absorbing the radiation of the sun's rays, but you're absorbing information that's cosmically. The sun is a cosmic being, it's a cosmic entity. That's why you can't touch it. That's why it's in the sky. That's why it's aligned with the other planets and the stars above, right? You have all those things within you biologically. That's why you can connect to it. But you must tap in, because if you don't tap in, y'all, you will fall behind. Everybody's talking about a heat wave. It's not that it's a heat wave, but it's the great reset, y'all. So that means it's naturally going back to how the planet was because it's a restoration process, y'all. So when you may think that it's new, or you may think that global warming is taking action, really, y'all, it's the frequency that you were emitting causing the planet to rise up in frequency, y'all. Everybody who's celibate, everybody who works on self, everybody who's healing themselves, right? You're the reason for that, y'all. Because all that energy goes unseen, but it goes somewhere. It goes back up into the ethers. So you may think that you're not doing enough. Oh, no, family. You're doing just enough. If you could just believe. If you could just be patient enough, y'all. I like to look at patience like a superpower, y'all, because the more you could just sit and wait, the more things you will see start to unravel or unveil itself, y'all. It's just the world. They programmed you to always have that gimme mindset, y'all. Remember, y'all, a true chosen one doesn't live like the world. You create chaos in which the world can't stand, and that's why you're on a hit list. But as long as you have the Most High with you, y'all, you have nothing to worry about. So remember this, family. But now I would like to get on the topic that I wanted to talk about today, which is how you must know that when you step out into this world, y'all, you're healing others, right? You're healing them. But at the same time, their spirits are hating you for hitting them. Because the ego don't want to feel like somebody's better than them, y'all. Think about that. Alright, for example, let's just say I go to the gym and I go work out, right? Well, you will notice that people start mimicking what the fuck I'm doing. They're going to start working out in a way like how I'm working out. Because they may see all these badass women that are looking at me, right? But it's not necessarily about me trying to have that attention. I don't even go to the gym, family. But I'm just giving you a brief example on why I don't go to the gym. because one, I don't like being around a group of people. I like my energy to be pure and remain, flowing, not stagnant. So for someone who goes to gym, y'all, I can only imagine if you're on SR and all these people are in your way, following what the fuck you're doing, trying to copy you, trying to look at you, This is what the journey brings. It brings unwanted attention because your aura is literally something that demands authority, yo. When people say they walk like kings or they walk like queens, they're not just saying that to have an ego high. No, their energy backs that shit up for them. So even if they don't want to be a queen or a king, they are still going to be defined someone as someone with power in the way others see you as, because that's how they recognize you, through your frequency. I always tell you that frequency is the key to the door. You may have a door that is locked in front of you and you want to open it so bad and get inside the next life or the next dimension, right? But until you master frequency, you won't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Because frequency is what talks for you when you don't talk. You don't need to use your words, yo. You need to use your mind. You need to have awareness. You need to realize that everything ain't physical, yo. We live in a optical, a mystic, illusion-like world. Because we are souls and spirits in a body, living and experiencing, yo. If you really want me to put it in a way where if you want me to say what it really is, yo, I could just say that everybody around us, right, or everybody around me and you, are either people who are living through spirit or living through the ego. That's the only thing that can put it on, yo, because the body's an illusion. This is a vehicle, just like the car you drive. It's not real. You may ask me, how is it not real if you could feel? Because it's not real, because that's not who you really are, y'all. You're not this body. You house it up. You don't know who you are. Only thing I can say is that your light, your electricity, which is when they come together, y'all, they create a magnetizing force that pulls others into you. That shit is deep, y'all. It gets really, really deep, y'all. So if you don't know who the fuck you are out here, and if you don't know who you are, y'all, well, this shit, you will never get it, because you live in the ego. You think the ego is you because you built yourself upon mask, But I just wanted to give y'all some praise in this video and to let y'all know that y'all keep going, y'all. I'm in this journey with y'all. So if y'all ever need to feel like y'all gotta reach out, man, drop it in the comments, man. I'm not Hollywood. I will get at every single buddy. If it's a comment with the right intentions, I will read it and I will hit you back, because I know how hard it is to be on a journey in a world like this, trying to dim your fucking light every day. But as I tell, I'm on a journey with her, y'all. That shouldn't give y'all conversation to feel comfortable, y'all. Strive for better things. We are in a new world, y'all. Timelines are changing and unfolding depending on how you change your reality. So I would like to tell your family that you're not the only one that's going through hell. I go through problems every day. I might not speak about it on this channel, but because I feel like I shouldn't have to, y'all. Life kicks everybody in the ass. And if you're confident and you're calm like the water, y'all, it's only gonna bring waves, but it's not gonna crash you or drown you, depending on if you know how to swim right, So the best thing you could do right now for anybody who's not chosen or for anybody who's chosen is to walk in your divinity, man. The greatest thing you can do, y'all, is live in authenticity. Be yourself. Do what's right. Work on yourself, y'all. Everybody wants this best thing that they seem to perceive, y'all. But you can't have that if you don't look at yourself like you are that already, y'all. It don't make sense, You may ask me, like, what are you saying? What I'm saying is that if you want Jordans, y'all, if you want the biggest, baddest thing in the world, let's just say you want to live in design, or you want $1 million, you want a mansion. Do you feel that way that you already have it? Do you feel within? Do you feel that righteousness within you already to feel like you're already in it? And if not, then that tells you your answer and what you must do. You need to put that work in, y'all. It's good to work out physically, yes. But there's no good to working out physically, y'all, if you're not working out your spirit to give you more endurance and the more strength to build that outer confidence, y'all. Confidence comes from the internal reality first, y'all. Because you're doing something that 99% of people can't fucking do. They can't meet their inner self. They can't beat that demon within them and tame it. That's why everybody doesn't have self-control. That's why everybody fucking, they choose pleasure over purpose. They choose comfortability over, meaningful days and hours that cause hard work. So before I end this video, yo, I didn't want to make it too long, but I wanted to remind you that if you're on this journey, if you're practicing celibacy, if you chose self-development instead of self-degrading, man, I salute you, man, because you're doing something that the world, they can't perceive, yo. But you're also doing something that's healing the world, purifying the ethers, causing the sun to shine and burn more brighter, because the sun resonates with your frequency when you're living the organic way, yo. You don't think God has programmed you the righteous way to live, and by you doing that, you don't think your frequency is gonna be emitted to the world around you? Your energy is like a drug, yo. That's why people love being around you. They love talking to you. They love learning. I remember when I was on my days of not practicing this journey, right? When I would talk, yo, people wouldn't listen so much. Or I would just feel outcasted. I was always outcasted, yo, whether I was on this journey or not. But this journey taught me why I was outcasted. Because I always thought about life deeper. I always craved something that this world can't have, yo. I wanted, or for example, yo, I like being in the shadows. But most people don't like being in the dark because they scared of the fucking darkness. They love a light, so they sleep with that nightlight on, right? That's what made me realize that I'm really one of God's favorites, because I'm a child that not everybody, has similar traits like mine, y'all. When you love things that are unknown and things that you want to solve that other people can't perceive, it makes you someone that's truly chosen. Because unlike them, craving attention, craving this surface shit, worrying about who's better, worrying about every game, it's pointless, yo. That shit is fucking wasting your time. You're not getting shit from it, yo. But attention is valuable. And, I mean, for the right reasons. But attention is valueless when it's not helping you climb higher and higher and higher in vibration, yo. This world or this life experience, you may look at it like a life experience. I look at it like a school. In order to rise higher and rise higher and higher and higher, you must master this school, yo, by mastering yourself. You will never get what you want, yo. I repeat, if you don't give the universe everything you have to yourself, yo. If you don't give it your all, you think you're gonna get what you want, you're gonna get that shit half-assed in return, or you might just get a slap in the face, because the universe is testing you. He's seeing, or they are saying, what the fuck are you gonna do? Are you gonna take your power back, or are you gonna let your power run you dry? But this was a video, and I just wanted to tell you, man, that we're in the summertime, yo, and it's getting fucking hot out here. A lot of people are dying because of this heat, yo. You don't think people are dying right now because of this heat? Oh, they dying. The news might not show it, whether they do or not. It's not about that. It's about telling you why the fuck these motherfuckers are croaking. They're croaking like, crows, because for so long we've been telling you that it's not about what do you want or what you don't want. You could say you don't want to die, but you still might end up decaying if you don't get your frequency right. I don't want to see nobody crash out or die by natural causes, yo. But that's what it's gotta be. If you don't love yourself enough, because you're telling the planet simply that you don't want to be here, so the planet's gonna do its job and get you the fuck away from here. It's about how bad you want to live. It's about how much peace you want. If you don't want peace at all, well then, I can't help you, family. Well, all I would like to tell is keep rising, keep focusing on self, keep working out, stay calm, live in silence, yo. Power doesn't need to be, showed to the world. Power is when they feel it, when they come around your ass and they know not to fuck with you. Power is when you hold eye contact with anybody, because you inspire the lion. Remember who you are, yo. The lion doesn't walk. You don't feel power when you walk with the lion. The lion feels power when he walks with you. But he will eat your ass alive if you vibrate low like a fleshly animal, because he senses that negative energy that you have consumed within your body. When you rise and you're at your highest and you stand with no fear, you live with purity, you eat fruits, you feel like a king naturally by default, right? That lion feels like like a powerful, let's just say, adversary next to you because you are the one that created the line, man. But I see y'all, man. I say one of the